What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB. Once again, big shout out to my dog for DS1 for coming through and boosting up the coins. So, we got another leak for the Great and Wash to masses right now regarding Chris EUBANK Jr. and Conor Benedict. I ain't gonna lie though, I'm gonna tell the truth right now, man. Listen, I ain't a hater, man. Listen. And at the end of the day, yeah, we have to... This fight exists within a racial paradigm. And that racial paradigm is Team Light Skin. So there's no losers here, folks. A light is gonna win. Yeah? That's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. That's what I'm fixing to do. I think Conor Benn probably won this little thing here. I don't know what happened to Chris, man. I think Chris peaked in the first fight, to tell the truth. As much as it may pain me to say this, I think the better bars objectively. Listen, I could come on here and say, Chris won this one. That wouldn't be me, right? That would be shilling a base. I'm going to tell the truth, man. Listen, you see what you think, but the bars I've picked out here, well, let's just play them. Can't do better than that. Here we go, is the first one. And I haven't picked all of Hen's ones. I've picked what I thought was quite poignant, but here we are. Bosh.
So we're here now. We're fighting in what, 2 months?
Oh, we should have been fighting.
That's why I'm going to start.
A couple of weeks.
Because
a week.
Why are we fighting?
Oh, we should have been fighting
on November 15th and not in September.
We should be fighting tomorrow, Chris.
We should have.
Oh, you mate.
I've sped it up. Sorry, people. I can't even understand what they're saying right now. There's always something, isn't there? There's always some paganness existing on my timeline. I got to start again for the masses.
Everything's for them.
So we're here now. We're fighting in what, 2 months?
Oh, we should have been fighting.
That's where I'm going to start.
A couple of weeks.
Because
a week.
Why are we fighting?
Oh, we should have been fighting
on November 15th and not in September.
We should have been fighting tomorrow, Chris.
We should have.
Oh, you mate.
Oh, well.
Oh no, you're too busy playing in the casinos and living that lavish life and.
Me living the lavish life?
No. I just went on holiday with my family, that was all. Been a tough 3 years, so I just went on holiday with my family.
What was that car you bought with the money?
Oh, the away money, mate. That's, you know me, every time I jump in there, yeah, and I smell pain.
Yeah.
Did you arrive in it today?
Yeah, of course I smell pain. I smell undiscipline. I smell... Yeah.
Sabotage.
I smell pain. I smell pain.
I smell
pain. I know that hurt you as well.
I smell
Every time I jump in that Rolls, yeah, Chris, I'll go, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
I'm happy for you.
No, so thank you. I'm saying thank you to you as well. I'm grateful.
I think that one was dead, to be fair. Hands up, folks. I hit you with dead one. I think my point was, the start part, I think it was dead, to be fair. Maybe I've misread this. This reminds me of watching a fight where you think you've watched it one way. This is, at this point here, this was dead. 0-0. There's no point scored here. I think my initial is where Conor Benn says, we didn't go because you was in the bookies. You was losing your ass on the tables in Vegas, man. And your socks as well. I saw the video, Chris. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Listen, man. As much as I like to support my light-skinned brethren, man, I saw you in Vegas, bro. Yeah, Neymar beat you down to your socks. I took his shoes right off his feet. He did. I saw the video, man. Yeah, Neymar beat Chris EUBANK Jr. down to his socks in Vegas, allegedly. So that's where I was going with that one. Anyway, let's get my notebook up, man. Beat him down to his socks. 4:15. Here we go, bosh.
Yeah, what makes me happy is spending time with my kids. So
what makes me happy is dedicating my life to a sport and showing.
Well, why was you not ready September 20th? Genuine question.
I was ready.
Well, you wasn't because...
Chris, sorry, just quickly. What makes me happy is dedicating my life. You love the poker table, bro. Don't play with me, man. You're not interested in no sport, man. You got the bug. Yeah, you got the Babylonian bookie / poker table bug, man. That's what you love. Come on now. You have to... Is it love or is it... I'm not sure. What do you think gambling is? What kind of vice is it? Because Penans, if you love a brass, like Terence Crawford, who else love a brass? Kell Brook love a brass. But anyway, there's a few men who, I think it's probably human nature to love a brass, right? But that kind of makes sense. Gambling's a funny one, isn't it, when you think about it? What brings you back there? For me, it's an intellectual pursuit. Is that me trying to make out I'm deeper than I am? But it is though, seriously. I won't go on, I'm not going to play on the horses. I guess you can argue poker's intellectual, but you're not a mathematician though. The poker cats, yeah, you got to be either super experienced. I guess even then though, you could argue it's even at lower levels, even if you're getting bumped. Yeah, even if you're losing your shoes to Neymar, you could still perceive it as an intellectual pursuit, right? But still, with me, it's kind of like I've not got the answers. Poker's, there's too much variance in there, man. You don't know what he doing, right? In boxing, I guess you don't know what the fighters are going to do, but come on, man. I see something. That's what I feel. That's what it is for me. When I put a bet on, I see something. Yeah? I'm like Mikey Garcia right here versus Errol Spence. Oh, I see something. That's what it is for me. You can never see nothing at poker unless you've got a moody Mossad GoPro in someone's shirt or whatever, and you can see their hand. You ain't seeing nothing. You playing the odds essentially, right? Yeah, we still do that in sports betting, but it's not the same, man. But look at Boazzi. Look at Tank Davis, 20-1, right? You're not supposed to be playing the odds in them scenarios. And Boazzi won, but you get the pot I'm making. Yeah, we shouldn't really. A lot of the plays are partial, man. Yeah, we're not really playing odds like that. They're certs. I was cracking a joke. What day was it? It must have been Friday night. I was saying, yeah, man, whoop-de-whoop. I said, listen, folks, we already up 10 or 20 large off Boazzi. We ain't even started yet. The fight ain't even on yet, and we up. Right, oops, busted. Anyway, that wasn't my point. Let's get to the next one.
We had Wembley booked.
I don't need to fight when you want to fight.
No, it's not when I wanted to fight. It's when we all had agreed. You and your team with Turk Al Sheikh. A genuine question, because it's all agreed. Wembley was booked, by the way. There was maybe 6 weeks of negotiations. The date, venue set, booked. Asked me if I was good for that date. No problem. What happened, Chris?
I decided that I didn't want to fight on September 20th because you did.
I wasn't. To be honest, I'll be ready for fight tomorrow.
I saw every
I'll
interview.
fight you right now.
I'm ready for September 2020.
Yeah, but I was ready for whenever.
All right,
I'll fight you now. I'll fight you
This kid
tomorrow.
wants to fight September 20th, so you know what? We're not going to do it. I don't give a damn when this kid wants to fight. We're going to fight when I want to fight. I won. I don't have to march to the beat of these people.
Would you say that's the...
All right, I'll pause it there. Now, this for me it's close on second viewing. On second tasting, pause. Yeah. It's closer than I first imagined, right? Conor, for me, you know what I'm like. Conor Hen said, we'll go right now. That tickles me. I don't know why it does though. If someone says, well, we can go right now. I don't know what is about that. It tickles me though. So that gives him the point there. But Chris EUBANK said, listen man, I'm daddy. So we'll fight when I want to fight. That's again, it's close. But for me personally, each to their own. Some man might like the boss bars, the daddy bars. I prefer that we can go right, daddy or no daddy. Daddy can get it, pause, right? Yeah? So I'm going with Conor Hen on that one. Alright, let's now get to another moody clip. 7:30. Let's get to the 7:30s, man. Here we go, bosh.
Because I won so convincingly. Let me fall down to the floor and just, like...
It was a release.
I was released. I'll go, yeah.
The amount of...
You seem surprised, in my opinion.
There was no surprise.
You seem very surprised.
The amount of I had to go through to get to that stage, it was 3 years of build-up. Obviously he failed his drug test for the fight before. So then all of these years I'm thinking about the fight and talking about the fight and training for the fight. It's a lot of pressure that builds up. I was releasing the pressure once they raised my hand. Now...
You feel pressure, Chris?
There's definitely pressure.
I'm sorry, yeah. Initially, when I heard that, yeah, I thought I had to rewind it, and I'll rewind it for you, man. But I thought it was the what's his name? The little commentator guy, the plumber. You know that one there, the plumber who sits in between the fight. I thought he said, I thought it was like Ade, one of Ade's mans, essentially. Oh, do you feel? So you feel? But it was Ben. It was Conor. I had to give him that one. I'm sorry for it. I really am. I did my best. I'm doing my best for Chris right now. But that one, I'm slipping that one in. I have to salute that one. Oh, listen again.
Obviously he failed his drug test for the fight before. So then all of these years I'm thinking about the fight and talking about the fight and training for the fight. It's a lot of pressure that builds up. I was releasing the pressure once they raised my hand. Now...
You feel pressure, Chris?
There's definitely...
I'm sorry, I really am. I'm doing my best. Chris. I really am, bro. I can't help it, man. I really can't help it. That was good from Conor Benn, to be fair. It was good. The way he dropped it in there. Are you joking? Oh, man, this internet situation. Why is it doing me this way? Man, like I ain't got enough on my plate. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's the moody tab. Let's get rid of some of these corny ass tabs, man. But still, come on. Yeah? Has the YB not got enough on his plate to have to do... Let's try again.
All of these years I'm thinking about the fight and talking about the fight and training for the fight, it's a lot of pressure that builds up. I was releasing the pressure once they raised my hand. Now...
You feel pressure, Chris?
I'm sorry, it was good. Fair play on it, man. It's the way he said it. He didn't say, "Oh, you're under pressure. I've got you under pressure." He says, he's almost like a psychiatrist. He's like, Chris, do you feel pressure? I don't know. It was good for me, man. I ain't gonna lie to you about it. What was I gonna say? Well, I think Chris, for me in this build-up, it's been more of a even though Chris won, it's been more of a defensive build-up. Now, it could be the case he's taken that posture from the fact he did win. But I prefer offense, man. Offense is the best defense. And I do feel to some extent Chris is given a little bit too much. I mean, he's got genuine claims. A little bit too much of the victim thing. A little bit, tiny little taste of, oh, they did this to me and they did that to me. Listen, man. Yeah? Listen, man. If Eggy Hearn or whoever else, and what do I know? Oh, he might as well be off a rubber dinghy. Maybe that's the case, but it's almost like, okay, let's say Eggy Hearn. If Eggy Hearn violated me, I wouldn't want no one to know. See that one there? Yeah, that's an old school one there. In fact, if any man violated me, I don't want no one ever know about it again. You see that one? Why would I want to know a certain man violated me? Now, I get it, promotionally it makes sense, and that's EUBANK shtick of, oh, the promoters are dirty. But at the same time, when you go on a little bit too, you know what I mean? It's one of them ones, you're flogging a dead horse. That probably don't work, but you get the part I'm making. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a little bit too much of that for me, to be honest. You should say, listen, man, you're getting it. You see you eggs Benedict hen. You're getting it this time. I got Bud Bomac in the corner. Yeah? And listen, man, never mind no rehydration clause. I'm 160 pounds bone dry. And I'm coming in there. And I'm weighing all over you. Yeah? Weighing all over you. What are you going to do? No back steps. I'm walking into you. What are you going to do? Hop around like you did last time. Hop around. You best believe it. Listen, Connor. The way I'm coming at you. Pause. Yeah? What's the bar? I forgot the bar at last minute. The way I'm coming at you. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I said the way I'm coming at you. If you thought you was hopping around last time for your life, you wait till this time. Yeah? 100%. What's that kangaroo's name? Kangaroo Jack. That's what you're going to be on by the time I pressed you. Because you was doing a bunch of hopping anyway, and I was playing with you on the jab. When I start walking into you, come on, man. You best be training with, never mind bringing in the plums you brought in last time. You better bring Eris Landilara in, no matter hopping you're going to be doing. Bosh, that's what I'll be on. But anyway, let's get to the next one. 8-10. We're not far.
Pressure, for sure. I'm not going to let you see it. I'm not going to shout and scream and throw my toys out of the pram like you and Eddie do. But
how's that?
What do you mean, how's that?
How's that?
Look at the things you've done and said throughout over the last 5 months.
Like what?
Like every interview that you've done.
No, enlighten me.
Well, listen.
No, enlighten me, Chris.
The fans
Chris.
know.
No, enlighten me. I actually don't even know what you're talking about. What it is I've said that's got you all... No, you're obviously thinking about it. It's been 5 months worth of things
You're an
I've
emotional
said.
guy. You wear your heart on your sleeve, as you say.
Yeah, of course, yeah. What have I said? What have I said that's really hurt your feelings to bring it up today?
Nothing. And that's the thing. Oh, okay. You can't hurt my feelings.
But I'm not bothered.
This is the weird bit, you see what I mean? Chris is almost he's over-explaining himself. You and Hearn said you really charged up, and you get into this little... And Conor, really, I have to be honest again, for me at this point, he's handling it a little better than EUBANK's just talking too much, basically, about all the wrong things. Yeah? Never mind what you said, you're getting it. Yeah? I don't know how many times I need to pass these men the bars. They've been the bars. Yeah? You see you Essex Towie plumber, private school plumber from Colchester. You're getting it. I don't know if someone came out with that every time or words to that effect, it would just land. Simple as that. You ain't got to do all the explaining about Hearns and who said what and when. Yeah, you are getting it on November 15th. Yeah, don't bring the women or kids with you. That's what I'm gonna say, man. 100%. Peggy 18 plus, no doubt about it. On that one.
It doesn't matter how many times you call me a or an idiot.
I don't mind. That's my hurting. I don't care about talking. My hurting is punching you in the face. That's my hurting, putting you in hospital.
And how did that go for you last time?
Pretty good. You're in hospital sipping food for a straw.
You lost,
and you broke your toe. Yeah, you broke your toe.
We're not gonna spend too much time talking about.
So I'm just saying his toe. I like that. Was good.
Well,
I like
listen,
that.
when
I like that.
The amount of the dehydration that I experienced,
Shut up.
my toenail fell off.
Chris, do you know what? Do you know what? I've got to take my hat off to you.
I warned Chris about bringing his toe. Again, how many more times have I got to tell corny lightskins, man? Leave your feet. As far as boxing is concerned, listen, I'm 32 years old, and for the next 50, 60 years of my life, I never want to see another light-skinned boxer's feet ever again. I don't want to hear about no feet. I don't want to look at no feet. No feet at all, man. Leave your feet in your socks and your boots, which is where they're supposed to be kept, man. Right? And on this note, again, Conor Benn here says, listen, man, I put you in hospital. And because Chris has played on that, I get it, his angle. Because he played on it, from an opponent's dehydration or not, right? He did sign, listen, he's a grown-ass man, he did sign it. So my base case is when a grown-ass man signs a contract, it's no good saying, Chris was the A-side. I said before the fight, don't sign it and say, listen, you've made your millions, Chris, don't sign it. But if you're going to sign it, there's no point then kind of saying, well, Conor Benn shouldn't have asked for it. Well, you didn't have to. Conor Benn could have asked you to come down to 125, right? You wouldn't have signed that. So the fact you have signed it as a man, it's almost a moot point at that. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what do you want to do? So since you signed it, and since you ended up in hospital for whatever reason, that is, Conor Benn has dropped it in there, man. Your toe was falling off. Your toe was falling off. I left your toe hanging off. And he was hospitalised. And then EUBANK goes into explaining, yeah, but I was dehydrated. Again, I can't lie, man. There's no clear W here so far for Chris, man. There's no like Bosch, like there was last time. I'm waiting for the Johnny Bosch. I'm struggling to find the Johnny Bosch.
Yeah. Because you see, moving forward in my career, I will take a leaf out of your book and how much you talk, but it obviously convinces some public. I rate it. I want to shake your hand.
When it actually happens, it's like when Eddie said.
No.
It's like when Eddie Hearn says that it didn't happen. That my ambulance was stopped for 20 minutes.
Chris, you can't say that.
It's documented.
You can't say that.
I can say whatever I want.
Like I was in hospital. I was on a drip. I was in a bad way. I was dehydrated. It's called a fight.
What's that got to do with? What's that got to do with people stopping your ambulance from leaving?
Your ambulance.
Okay, well, when I put the footage out,
I put the footage out.
When the CCTV cameras
come out. Put the footage out, Chris.
When the lawyers get involved, then you're going to shut up, aren't you?
I'm looking forward to it.
I don't have.
No, but no one cares enough about you, Chris, to stop your ambulance.
The thing is, when these things happen.
So to be fair, I got a video coming soon. Chris has leaked the footage of the ambulance. But that for me is almost... listen, Chris is probably trying to sell the fight, although he gets paid by Turkey either way. But the point is, for me at least, from a... Is it pragmatic? I'm not sure. But from my point of view, if Chris believes he has a case, just file the case, man. File the case. Talking about it, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's like, they didn't let me. If another man, it's true, there are power structures, but still, if another man can stop you getting to hospital, it's a bit peak, isn't it? You know what I mean? If he can deny you the care you need, do you see what I mean? It's one of them. I'd rather just suck it up myself and file the lawsuit or whatever you're fixing to do. We've been here before, right? He mentioned it to Eggy. Eggy said, "Oh, I'm going to sue you. And Chris was kind of... It opens you up then to these... It's like Chris ain't really learning. He talked a bunch at Frank, had to wheel it back. Eggy, he was like, oop. And now again, it's just like... You're trying to hit the same lick, but every time, so far at least, he's been put back in his box. I don't think... Listen, man. I don't know Eggy, to be fair, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Would Eggy be that sinister? I don't know him from Adam. I don't get them vibes. To be fair, I don't hear stories of that. Of all the people, listen, if you fall off, Eggy ain't gonna text you back. That's for damn sure. I'm not convinced he wouldn't. He's gonna put. You know what I mean? Imagine a paper trail there. That somewhere, I guess it could be said in person. To believe someone from Matchroom went and told him, shut the gate, keep the gate shut. To what end though? Eggy loves a pound note, right? Meaning that, okay, let's say Chris expired. Well, there goes the next fight payday. Listen, Eggy wants his 20% of 10 mil, or however many mils it is. More than he wants to inconvenience Chris as such. Do you know what I'm saying? But who knows? People have done crazier things. Eggy's lost his head, Sky's gone, Conor Hender's got weighed in. It's possible. I'm not saying it's 0% chance. It's possible. In a moment of rage, he's like, yeah, keep them gates shut. I don't know. I wouldn't bet on it though, but that probably means it happened, right? If the YB wouldn't bet on it. Anyway, let's get to the next one now. 12 minutes.
That's all I'm doing. I'm in the casinos. I'm losing £4 million to Neymar. I'm partying. I'm all that.
Lost 500 grand to me. 10 grand to the board. 20 grand to
might be a little bit more to the board after the press conference.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to try and sue me again after the press conference, and that's okay. What's more important to me is shining a light on the...
I want to talk about the first fight. You said you were going to knock him out early. You were going to take him out. You believed it. Yeah. You were going to take him out for good. You could not believe after the fight that you didn't break him early. You said that they were your words.
Yeah, that's true.
I genuinely thought I'd knock him out.
That's
genuinely.
Not true.
But how's that not true?
Because it's not true.
But how's that not true?
Because
I thought I was going to have you face down on the canvas.
You know for a fact.
How can I know that for a fact? Liam Smith done it.
Yeah,
how can you say no? That I know that for a fact.
That was a 1 in a million.
1 in a million.
That was a 1 in a million.
But it still happened, didn't it?
Yeah, it did happen.
Well, exactly. So you can't deny that.
The fact
you got
is,
banged out by a light middleweight.
No. The fight finished with me on my feet.
So how can you tell me? So how can you tell me?
So how you?
I didn't think. But how can you tell me what I'm thinking when you've proven to be knocked out cold on your feet? So
the fight finished with me on my feet.
Cold. You was out cold. You couldn't tell me what day it was.
Out cold is you're on the floor. The referee says no more.
You could not tell me what day it was.
Stood up.
You couldn't tell me what year it was.
I said to the referee, "Let me fight, my friend. I am ready to go."
But you're lucky you didn't.
He waved it off. I said, "Okay, you know what? The fight's over. I can't stop it. I'm gonna walk over to Liam and stand in front of his face and let him know."
You understand what sort of walk that was? If I was your person, would have just taken a seat and sit down.
You know that I'm ready to go.
Oh, Chris,
that's what happened in that fight.
Chris, come on, give him.
He knew that he was never gonna knock me out.
But you believed.
Man, so again, a bunch of explaining there. And I'd have said, listen, never mind B-level beefy. You went life and death with some French heating engineer idiot, right? Pay now. I'll just drop it in there right now. Yeah. Eggy Hearn had to have Moody judges allegedly. I think got popped twice. Conor Hen did. I said, listen, Conor. Before you got on the eggs Benedict, yeah, you had French plumber problems, is what you had, right? So never mind no Liam Smith, yeah? You was peeling yourself off the canvas against an unknown jobber, Monday to Friday jobber, 9 to 5 jobber. It's true, he flew in from France, yeah? He finished his shift, I think he was working the 6-2. This is seriously, man. That French cat Pauna Payne, I spoke to his team the other day just to get the facts right, and they told me he was working the 6-2. Yeah? 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Friday. He gets on the plane. He weighs in around 6. Bish bash bosh is in the ring on Saturday. I swear down right now. That's what the case was. That's what I tell him. Yeah, and that's that done then. Right? Oh, you didn't get stopped. But YB Smith stopped EUBANK and Paynow didn't. Well, not really. Yeah, well, not really. That's what didn't really happen. Yeah. Anyway, there's another one again. I mean, or even if you said that's an equal one, it's kind of like too much defense from Chris, man. Not enough Bosch in there. Not enough. He's playing defense here. You know what I mean? Like, listen, never mind no Liam Smith. By the time I'm finished with you, there'll be no Liam Smith about it. How about that? That one. Yeah? 100%. Simple as that. Listen, never mind no Liam Smith. Between me and you, it's personal. I don't know. Just throw something flippant out there like that. Yeah? Okay. 14:45.
He stayed in there. So for that, I will give him his respect and his credit. Still a drug cheat, but you stayed in there. You stayed in there. You didn't cheat. You didn't give up.
Who's got more to lose?
Hold on, no. Look, we've got to acknowledge what he's doing there. Working, Chris.
Who's got more to lose?
It ain't working, Chris. See
Who's
these
got more to
antics,
lose?
yeah? I got your number.
I won the fight.
I got your number.
I don't need
Chris.
to be here.
I got your number, Chris.
You got my number.
I got your number, Chris. See all these antics and all that. Well done, you got in my head first time round. Well done to you.
It's not antics.
Well done to you.
It's the
ain't
fight
working.
game.
Ain't working.
It's the fight game.
Ain't working. See these mind games that you try and do.
And you're learning.
This is where he's got to
You're
revert
learning
back
on the
to.
job.
This is where you got to revert back to try and get under my skin.
Truth.
Say what you like.
just
Say what
saying
you
the
like.
truth.
I'm going to systematically beat you. Systematically beat you. Oh, you like that word? Systematically beat you November 15th.
That's the biggest word I've heard you.
To right,
the last 6
biggest word
months.
I've used personally. Yeah,
Congratulations,
no, I rate it.
Systematic.
Thought I'd drop it in there today.
Okay, well, how do I stop that from happening? I guess I just have to be even more vicious, even more ferocious, even more steadfast in my ability and my mindset.
I'm sorry, but listen, man, I'm trying my best. I really am for brother Chris. I'm trying my best for brother Chris right now. But he reminds me of a job interview. Yeah, a job interview or a moody CV/cover letter. Yeah, I'm motivated, disciplined, work ethic. Listen again with that in mind. Listen to this cat.
I have to be even more vicious, even more ferocious, even more steadfast in my ability and my mindset. You know, my mindset going into that fight was
I'm super steadfast and my mindset and work ethic is off the chain. Hey man, pass me that money. I never got that with job interviews and that. Like, we're doing this little weird. That's why I'm glad I'm just a plumber now, a jobber. I'm not even a plumber, but you get the point. It's a colloquial term, right? Plumber, jobber. That little dance you have to do. It's like, show me that you're the top, Nick, the light skinned Nick. Right? Oh, I'm the best, and I got this, and I got that, and I got. I wonder if the what they call it, the employers really. That's what you have to do, though. I've been there. You have to go through this little weird little dance. It's like, really? Just give me the job or don't, innit? That's how I feel right now. Like, what are we doing this? Every plumber's gonna say more or less the same thing. Oh, I'm so grateful to be here. I'd love to work here. Right? But if someone really loves something, they'd do it for free, right? So take the money out and see how many people are applying. It's quite odd. It used to give me the ick as well, right? Because you'll be applying to like 10 different companies saying the same shit. So, anyway. Okay, we got one more, I believe. 17. Bish, bash, bosh.
of outlook and feel and approach to me or the fight. That may be what he genuinely believes, but at the end of the day,
I'm getting in and want to punch your head in, yeah, no doubt.
when that bell goes and
I'm sorry again, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get in there and punch your head in. That's all you have to do for me. Listen, what do I know? Not a lot, right? I don't know a lot, but for me, that's all you have to really do. Them type of bars. Chris is he doing too much of the English language for me. Yeah, the fight. Listen, the masses of the fight game. Look at me. Yeah, broadly idiots and low frequency idiots, right? We want to hear drama. We're not interested in hearing a big explanation about your work ethic or motivation. We want to hear the bish bash bosh. That's what we're looking for.
I'm grateful, mate.
He may truly believe that he has this new kind of outlook and feel and approach to me or the fight. That may be what he genuinely believes, but at the end of the day,
I'm getting in and want to punch your head in, yeah.
When that bell goes and those fists start flying, I think that he will revert back to what he is, which is an emotional kid who gets caught up in the moment and will make those mistakes. Me being the experienced 36-year-old man that I am,
OAP, I
will be able to capitalize and take advantage of those mistakes. When I was 28, I was...
Yeah, so listen, Chris makes some... This is the problem, not the problem, but this is the bottom line of the fight build-up game. No one's really that interested with logic. Now, if you can put some good logic in there with bars, like when Tyson Fury, that's what sexualized me the most with Usyk. He said, listen, yeah, what's he going to do, right? What's he going to do? I'll stick my hand out on his head and I'll slap him about, essentially. Or I'll put my hands up and I'll walk into him, he's too small. You know what I mean? Everyone's there. Chris is like, again, the points are valid. I'll go in there and Hen will revert back to type and start hopping around and bouncing around the place. I don't. We'll find out how. Yeah, we'll find out the level of Conor Benn's IQ. His trainer, his dad in the corner was saying at the time of the fight, stop hopping around and wasting energy. Conor Hen will have gone back and watched it now. If he goes in there and does it again, then it shows he's a limited fighter. I'm not convinced on that narrative. I've still got EUBANK to win on points. But I think, yeah, there's at least an even chance. Hen does what he was doing. I mean, it's not rocket. Just doing way too much of hopping in and out. Just wasted energy. It shouldn't take a rocket scientist to try not to do that. But maybe that'll open up Chris's game. Maybe the jab will land more at more ease. Maybe that hopping prevented Chris getting his jab off as much as he would have otherwise. These are all the factors, but yeah, in the main, man, listen, it was alright. It didn't have the... It's lacking a little bit of edge in general, but if you had to pick a winner, in my opinion, in this occasion, bar for bar, I'm not talking about a lot of these cats in the comments. They're all riding EUBANK. Almost, they don't like Hen. I couldn't really give... I'm not in love with Chris EUBANK, or, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to have Chris EUBANK's kids. I'm not trying to be Conor Hen's wife. But bar for bar, right? Conor Hen won this one, bar for bar. Yeah? Now, if you're looking to have Chris EUBANK... if you're looking to make babies of Chris EUBANK, then obviously, a lot of cats in the comments were... essentially just trolling Hen. But I like the bars. I don't really care who says them either. If I'm the biggest fan of someone and some other cat comes with some good bars, I'm going to appreciate them. So yeah, for me, listen, it's a moody little gloves are off, fake little thing. Anyway, who cares? The fight's going to be the fight. It bears no difference. Someone said here, Chris Jr. has him on strings. I didn't get that vibe. Maybe in the first fight, I felt that. Or the first build-up. Maybe. Conor was biting on all of the, oh, you're on the eggs type thing. He was biting on it all. This time, there's no doubt he's definitely more chilled out. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe. Check out my Patreon, man. Yeah, I got this quick leak. I haven't even got it up, but trust me, man, I got a crazy leak for you, man. Ain't no one seen before. Click this button right here and get plugged into the YB exclusive content. We've got bare videos over there. Johnny. Ball.